Boo dog. Say hi, Henry. Hi, boy. Alright, so we've already random orbitally sanded. Yeah, I know, I don't have them that fit. They don't make a 5-inch anymore. That doesn't cost you an arm or leg. So I have to buy 6-inch pads. 120, D8 it. That's what I call them, a DA. These are just fine spongy pads. They're for hitting the profiles. I got another 120 grit to knock the sharp edges off, because stain and finish do not stick to sharp edges. So that is currently where I'm at with my solid oak particle board bathroom door. But it needs a finish on it. So all the doors do actually in the house. And I've already done it, and I asked if you want to see it. So that's where we're at with this. We're going to stain it, and we'll cover all that when we get back. So I'm back to sanding this. Alright, we're going to sand this side and not make you watch it. And then we'll come back and stain it. So, walnut, special walnut anyways, min-wax wood finish. This is the color we're using, if I haven't already covered that. Favorite t-shirt rags. No comment. So anyways, we got one to put on and one to wipe off the excess. Alright, so we're going to give this a bit to dry, and I'll wipe off a few extra wet spots I see. But we're going to let this dry, and then we'll get the sanding sealer out, easy sanding sealer, and get it set up to spray. So this is what I'm using. I don't think you can find this anywhere unless you have a business account. I had one for cabinet shop, that's why I have it. This is what I'm using. This is the easy sand sealer. We're going to go with 2 coats of this. I'll probably only make you watch one, and then we'll go over to the top coat is what I call it. It's a clear lacquer, and that's the top coat when I get to it. And I'll probably go with 2 coats of the top coat also, and we'll leave it set and get it flipped over and do the other side, which I probably won't make you watch either. I'm going to spray this, so I'm using a spray gun. And I'm gonna back it down to about I think it's 25-30 pounds psi for the spray. Hook that up and alright, so you definitely need a respirator with this stuff. There ain't no hold your breath. You'll be in here too long.
Alright, so we'll give it a little bit of time to dry. 20 minutes or so. We'll come back in. We'll hit it with sandy sponges that we're using. We're just trying to knock the sheen off of it so we put the second coat on. And then we'll do the same thing with that. Put the top coat on, or the gloss lacquer.
Okay, so you can see she's dried. What we have to do is, like any sealer, it raises nibs. It raises the grain and any imperfections in that. As you, I don't know if you can see them here, but I can see them. So all I'm going to do is run around. These are just fine, and we're not trying to sand anything down other than just to knock the pokey parts off like you would with any normal sanding sealer. But it's a lengthy process. You got to go around and do this all by hand, and it's not spinning for me. So. Here I'm not getting it. You hear how rough that is. So I got to do all this. We won't bore you with all that, but I'll get it done. Put another coat on it of sealer. I'll sand it again, and then I will come back in for the top coat, or the gloss lacquer, whatever you want to call it. And that's where we'll go. Actually, this doesn't take long except for doing it in here. You know, so. Clear coat, gloss lacquer, and then same concept as before.
I'm gonna let this dry. We'll give it sanded. We'll get this one sprayed. I'll get the other side all done. When I come back, we'll put the last coat on the other side. So it's going to be taped off so that none of this gets any overspray or anything on it. So that's where we'll come back in. On the other side of the door, we'll put the last coat on, and then we will, probably end up you know, putting hardware and all that on, put it back in the house. Be back then.
Okay, so I have 2 coats of sanding sealer on this. We are sanded. I'm going to blow the excess off and whatever chunks of sponge fell off of this because they're old. And then we'll get to spraying the clear coat on it. Now I'm going to do 2 coats. Y'all are only going to watch one.
A little vent hole. There's a vent hole in here. It's plugged up. It wasn't allowing the stuff to flow. Alright, well, that's the last one I'll make you watch. I'm gonna get this sanded after it dries and then spray it again and we'll put the hardware on and put it in.
Okay, so there you go. It wasn't pretty easy for me, but I asked. Y'all said you wanted to see that. So it's just getting projects done, something to do. You know, my Tuesday projects that aren't necessarily wood turning. I don't have anything new for the board. You know, I'll put a couple pictures up at the end. I mean, it's a door. It does have a nice finish on it. So either give her a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and we'll catch y'all next week.